everybody, we're moving on to our second activity for Wednesday, activity 4.1. Okay, we got free throws, Natasha's free throws, and we got x-axis is how many she takes, free throws attempted, and then makes sense that this would be the independent, the dependent. The number that you're going to make is going to be dependent on how many you take. The graph shows her total number of attempts and free throws made. Explain how this graph, this graph represents a proportional relationship. Well, it starts in the origin. We see that. Right? That's 1. 2, it is linear. Okay, right? So 3, now we got to see if there's a constant. Oh, sorry, you guys are out of the field of view there. It starts in the origin, right here. It's linear, right? Okay. And 3, we're going to check for that constant of proportionality. So let's take a couple here. We got x and y, right? X is going to be taken, y is going to be made, and then we'll do x over y, right? Okay. So if I take, get that graph a little bit easier right there. There we go. So we got to kind of figure this out here because we're not getting a lot of points on the lines, but it looks if I take 15, I make 12. If I take what looks to be 3, 4, 5, 6, it's kind of hard to tell. Really hard to tell on this, isn't it? Okay, so we have to go ahead and figure out what this constant is. And this is going to be 15 over 12, which equals 1 1/4 when we break it down, because we'll have 3/12 left over. So 1 1/4. So basically 1.25 is our constant. For every free throw we make, we take 1.25. So if I wanted to look at 8 free throws made, I would multiply that by 1.25. 1 times 8 is 8. 0.25 times 8 is 2. So that would be 10. And does that make sense? Yeah, it does. It looks like it's right about there. Perfect. All right. So we're using our constant of proportionality, knowing that this is a proportional relationship, to find a constant that is the same. And now we can go ahead and do this again with 4 free throws made. 4 free throws made would be 4 times 1.25, which would be 4 times 1 is 4. 4.25 is 5. So again, we have 5. And does that make sense on our graph? Yeah, it really does. It's right where it should be. So again, yes, these are all proportional, okay? So we're using a couple of tools here to check for proportionality, and it's working, all right? Now, I would argue that you probably would want to rename this free throws attempted, or renumber this free throws attempted, to get it a little bit more user-friendly, but still, we were able to make this work. Your job: determine the constant of proportionality and describes what it represents in the situation. I got the number for you. You tell me what it means. And then apply it. 30 free throws she attempts. How many would she make? So let you guys get going on that, and I'll be back with the answers.